They told you to stay away from the campground. They said that there had been 10 murders here just last year. Coming summer 2020. Camp murder. Today we're back out at the camper and we actually have more than 5 hours of sunny weather without rain, so we're going to be waterproofing or re-waterproofing the canvas part of the camper. I've looked into it and this should really be done every year, which I'm sure most people don't do, but it does seem to get a little damp on the inside after a really long rain, so I think it'll be nice to get it fresh and waterproof again. So first we're going to go around and wipe off all the debris, wet it a tiny bit, and then dry it out really good to apply the waterproofing. Starbright came highly recommended, so I'm going to use that to spray around the perimeter and then rub it in and let it dry for at least 5 hours. Let's get going. Waterproofing has been applied and rubbed in. Really doesn't look any different. It's like a slightly bit shinier maybe. You can definitely smell it. Hopefully it works. I'll have to report back later after it's rained and we'll see if the dampness is gone and see if the water rolls off a little better.
So excited. I've been waiting forever to get rid of this piece of junk and crap. Today's the day. Look at that nasty girl. Alright, I'm about to start to unscrew all of these to be able to pop this out. We're planning on painting in the next day or two, and that will allow us to have a clean surface on the outside and be able to remove all the old Macaulay Culkin on the outside to have that clean surface. This thing is way heavier than anticipated. Oh, wow. Come here. Get down. Thanks. Hi. Removing the most disgusting part, even grosser than that handle latch thing.
Yeah, I'm excited to see this thing go. It's a new day out in the camper. Today I'm going to be working on a project I've been putting off for quite some time now, which is dealing with this mess of electronics and wires. I'm going to be removing all of the wiring from this box and probably not using this box in the future build, but we'll see. I have a different idea in mind with a sort of battery solar system, so we may just go that route. Let's just get started. One idea we've been tossing around a lot lately is getting rid of this 12-volt DC water pump, which uses a pretty high amount of energy, and replacing it with a manual foot pump. Basically, that would allow us to save a little bit of energy, and because it's a manual foot pump, we can use it with our hands free, so we can have both of our hands up here in the sink and just pump with our feet to pump the water out. Overall, it's a simpler solution that I think would work better for us, but let me know what you think.
So it rained all morning and I came out to check the waterproofing and it looks pretty awesome. Look at these lovely beads. So I hear you took out the propane line.
Well, Tara, you heard right. I'm here under the camper and you can see there's no more propane line.
Wow.
This was a copper line that ran to several different points for all the appliances. I'm taking it out completely and I'm just going to run a soft line to our one thing, which is going to be a stove for now, and hopefully in the future we'll get off of propane completely. It's a new day out here at the camper, and today we have a lot going on. So you can see things are in somewhat of a state of disarray. We've sanded some of the bottom of the camper to get ready to prime it, and we have a lot more to do. We need to re-staple along the siding here to re-secure it to the bottom, do some more sanding around the whole perimeter of the camper, and then prime it all today if we can. We'll see. Let's get rolling. So in order to paint this thing, we're gonna have to take off all of the jacks. This one's already off, obviously. And in order to take off all the jacks, we're gonna have to lower this to the ground. What I'm gonna do is, I've built a little platform down here that it'll sit level on because this driveway is very unlevel. We'll support it, slide the jack up, reattach it, and then lower it all the way down. Do that on each of the 3 corners and put a jack under this side, and then lower them all until it's sitting on this platform. Easier said than done. Let's see what happens. I'll set up a time lapse. Well, we're in the dimly lit parking lot of a Lowe's.
It was not dark when we went in.
No, but we do finally have exterior paint for the camper. After hours of deliberation about do we go white, do we go gray, do we maybe go retro like a turquoise robin egg, we ended up with a gray exterior paint and an aluminum primer. Aluminum primer. We've got the paint. Now we just need some dry days to go paint. You can see the skies are not looking too friendly. Painting is a crazy process, especially on a camper like this, because there's all these little details and order of operations of you have to remove this trim but not this trim, and you need to caulk around here but you got to leave this window open, and there's all these little details, and it makes it hard to just slap on a coat of paint. So I think we have everything in order. Today we're going to finish priming the top surfaces of the camper and then put on the actual real paint, which is exciting. Hopefully. It's going to get hot though. We have a potential buyer for the old fridge coming from Craigslist. From Craigslist headquarters. He's coming down. So they'll be coming today hopefully and buying the fridge. So that'll give us some money to put back into the project.
I like it.
We're here live at the very first application of the new color of the camper. Let's see what it looks like all over the camper. Feels a little bit like we're in Groundhog Day right now, and I've said this before, but it's a new day at the camper, and I think we're actually gonna paint the camper today. There's a hurricane moving through, and that's coming tomorrow afternoon, I think. So hopefully we'll have this done before then, and it'll have a chance to cure overnight.
First look at our paint. After we get done painting. Look.
Final touches. Paint on the door. We've just finished up our second coat on the entire camper. Could this be the end of the painting? Will we be released from this prison of paint? Back to the time lapse.
Get him. Look how cute.
Okay, here's the before shot, minus this one little corner because we forgot to take a before shot. Let's see what it looks like after. We are out here today with a very exciting task at the camper, and that is going to be getting rid of the gigantic roof AC and swapping it out for a max fan.
I like it. All right, now it's gone.
Done with this propane line. Okay. Ma'am, could you please spare us some words about the painting process yesterday?
We get to apply our actual color today, which means our camper might look like a real camper soon.